The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 60-yard. 59, Mike the 59. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's it.
This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
On fourth down, the Panthers send out Michael Pilardi to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. "51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Check, 43. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, a run with Cohen. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
They're not ready for this. They still playing stuff.
On second down, it's Cohen. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies cry.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing here, Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Trubisky will throw. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first-half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second and a couple. Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
From the 41, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Panther first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Trubisky to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And Graham's got it. Complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second and 9, Bridgewater over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
We're ready. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
There we go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". He's time to win.
This is McCaffrey.
It's run.
The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Set hut. He left the flag. 59. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Play action. It's Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Trubisky. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Let's go now. 10, let's go. 59, Mike to 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On second and 9, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Nifty footwork at the 45, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready? Right. They can't hang with us. Ready?
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Need some therapy after this. Let go. Right, check. 59.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Set, ready. Go to base. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Shit.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
What we got?
First down, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it's going to be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field.
And got his man complete. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Let's go. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try again with Cohen, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check back.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Double time. 3 down.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. at the 24. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers coming out now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
58, come on. Get your swarm on. Under 10, under 10.
And they give this time to the tailback. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Game. Let's get it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Block 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bridgewater again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They go play action. Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Bridgewater on first down. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I got it.
Another try for Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
A try here for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a life. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, but he'll get no further as he's brought down within sight of the goal line inside the 20. But all he'll get is knowledge that the extra point is no good.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now Trubisky and the Bears down by 4, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. You can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Throwing now is Trubisky. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
54, right there, 54.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. In the slot on the right is Graham. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.